I love this area right here. It's just so peaceful.
I used to fish. This is where I learned how to fish, right here.
Really? Right behind us?
Oh, yeah. All the way up these little streams.
Yeah.
Grant 15, the limit then was 15. I caught my limit. First day I ever fished. Grandpa got out of the car, he cut a pole. Put a line on the end of it, a sink and a hook, some worms, and I fished with him down this stream. But before I got to the bridge, actually, I'd caught 15 trout.
Wow.
Yeah. Man, this is where Jimmy lives up in here.
Yeah, that's right. How old is Jimmy? He's probably...
I can tell you, because Chris is my age, and he's 2 years younger. So Jimmy is about 80 now.
Really?
Yeah. Chris would be 84. I'm 84.
Now, did you say, was this the old post office?
This is the post office right here. Yeah.
Wow.
And this is Bowles. He's in that thing for years and 20 years or more. This was it. The only time we seen him, winter time, there was 10 people lived here. In the summertime, you had quite a lot of people living here, summer people. So they got their mail here. But then the post office decided that they don't need it anymore. Oh my God, look at the Paciffias up there. You know what the Paciffias are, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see them, yeah.
I never noticed that before. Ann McKay, that's her place.
Oh, yeah, on the right there?
Yeah, yes, I went to school with her. She was like 4th grade when I was in the first up there at school.
What about this place here?
I've never seen anybody living in it. I don't know. I just never, I always wondered about it. I've never seen anybody there. It looks like it did 50 years ago. This is where I got my deer.
And this field here to the right?
Oh my God. And they didn't have any dock taste to them either.
Yeah, they didn't taste dock at all.
A guy up here, his name was Ed French. He owned that house right up there. He built that barn. He was from King Edward Island. I became good friends with him up here. And I said, I'd like to come up here. He said, get a deer. I got some friends up. He said, all you got to do is call me ahead of time, and I'll know it's you. So I called him. I said, I want to come up and get a deer. Sure enough, went out back in, huge load out there. Shot it for him. He tagged it, took it home.
What about this place here?
Oh, yeah, Staley's. The name was Staley. Her daughter had a tragic accident up the road. She was around 17. She was on a horse. And the horse bucked and fell off her head. She was damaged for life. For life.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been up there.
Is this the one where you used to have the parties and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Louise Barker. And Andy Robinson and Denny Sands and me and a couple others. And we'd party and party and party. Parents would go to bed. They didn't care. He was a Dr. Barker. He taught at the University of Baltimore. Don't know the name of those people?
No?
I have no idea. That's one of those that just changes hands. Well, who set those out? I don't ever remember coming up here because the Pacific never lasts long. You see them for about a week and it's over. The next year. I haven't been up here. It's right time to see those like that. Oh, Arthur Walden buried right up there.
Who?
Arthur Walden, the guy that raised Chinook.
Yeah.
Chinook now is a New Hampshire fish one, a New Hampshire dog.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, there was high school kids in New Hampshire that voted in the Chinook dog. They're actually a breed, the Chinook.
This is where all the people park that are going up Whiteface.
Pogus, mostly Pogus.
Blueberry Ledge.
Yeah, Pogus. If you're going to go past the Conway,
right,
and Whiteface, you go this road.
Okay.
We go straight through this road. There's a White House they call Winkley's. And he was
Yeah.
my great cousin way back. He used to go jump in the pool every single day.
Really?
Year round. I think you and I have been up there. We'll take a look.
We've been up there, yeah. So
And,
this one here
anyway,
goes to Whiteface. Yeah.
This
yeah.
this one here, people go Pogus.
Where they parked, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where they go to Parkus? Yeah, I like this Winkley place.
Some of them will go this way too to climb the mountain.
When you and I went there,
Yeah.
that's where we saw that old lady. Now, to the right here is where you said that old big hotel was.
Oh
right?
yeah. In fact, Ted Williams used to come up here when he was a
Really?
kid. Yeah. He'd tell about it, the stories. He's a great fly fisherman. He said he learned how to fish in these streams right here, just like I did. Quite a few years before I did.
Wow.
And he started baseball in '39. So Red Sox. But yeah, he'd tell about the Ferncroft, how much he loved it up here.
Morning, how you doing?
Well then, he's vicious. Oh, he looks vicious.
I have to have a special license for this
Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Buc-ee's.
dog. Buc-ee's, ever been?
No.
Are you kidding me?
What is it?
It's the universe's largest gas station.
Oh, I've seen that down in Florida.
Yeah, they're in the
I lived in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Where about? Melbourne, Cocoa.
Oh, so this one came from right around North Carolina,
Oh.
right? So this is like near Rocky Mountain.
Well, what
But
is
then
it?
there's one further down.
What is it? The
Oh,
place
it's a
you-
giant.
So it's imagine you're on the interstate, you pull over. It's this massive place that probably has 100 fill-up stations, and then you go inside, and it's probably 40,000 square feet of food and
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah,
Oh, that
they're
was up
crazy.
there. I was down there back
They're
in
like-
58, 57, 58. I was in high
it's been
school.
since then.
Yeah.
So they got started in Texas, and then they've kind of made their
Well,
way.
for Pete's sake, learn something every day if you
Oh,
live
yeah.
long enough.
Yeah,
You Willie. If you live long
there
enough,
are
you
better
got.
reasons to keep living than others, but,
Yeah.
but you know,
That's
Probably. yeah.
interesting.
it all works, right?
So John, this is John Hidden, and he grew up here in
Hey,
Tamworth.
John, I'm
Yeah, native of Tamworth.
Rick,
Yeah.
how you doing? I'm John also.
Hey, John. Yeah.
And he was just telling, he knows all the backstories about Ferncroft and all the good stuff. He said there was a hotel right here, right, John? The big hotel?
The Ferncroft Inn is right here.
And still some of the sheds are up there.
That was the end
Oh,
of
that
it.
was part of it?
Right? Yeah, there are little structures up there in the
Yeah,
that
up
I
on-
understand
Oh, up on the hill?
That-
Or like the cottages that went
Ah, are
See,
they
when I
still
was
up
a
there?
teenager, this was a hangout to come to.
with, yeah.
And the kids that worked here would stay in those camps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, up on the hill.
So you guys know Eleni Sims that lives.
Oh, yeah. I
Okay,
used to go with
so-
Denny.
yeah.
Denny, she's my first real girlfriend. Yeah, back in 1957. I had a 49 Chevy.
All right.
She used to call it the whoopee,
Well,
a whoopee car, she
That
called it.
makes them go belly up every time.
So what do you call her? You said Sam's.
Eleni.
I don't know Eleni,
So
but she must be
Eleni
related to
is
Denny.
Joe Sims' wife, right? So that one Lancet farm goes back to Civil War times.
Yeah.
In that family, right? So
Wow.
That used to be
Yeah.
probably at the same time this thing was here. That was a ski launch.
Denny's father,
Oh.
like Ainsworth, they both have ships. They're both admirals.
Yes.
And they both have ships named after them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I know Denny's father pretty well.
There's that trail called Admiral's Loop because it
Yeah.
goes on one admiral's property and then
Yeah, there you
goes
go.
on another.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Admiral's Loop. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something else. Darn it, and I forgot. Anyway, Denny Sam, sure.
Yeah.
All the summer of 57, we were in love. We knew we were going to get married
Yeah, well.
until I met Patricia Bramall.
Oh, okay. All right. That put an end to that.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Heartbreaker.
Oh,
Maybe the same
she
age.
broke my heart.
So you're up for the
I see
season
Denny
or-
once in a while now. She's a big woman now.
Yeah,
She was a tiny girl when I went with her.
yeah, no more.
Oh,
No, John lives downtown Tamworth.
Oh, really?
Tamworth. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole family, my family's been there since 1791. Yeah. Notorious Hiddens were called.
Yeah.
I heard of you guys.
They're everywhere.
Nice talking with you.
Nice talking to you.
Buc-ee's, I've learned something every day. You live long enough, you're going to learn something
Yeah.
every day.
Put that on your list.
All right.
Put that on your bucket.
Cocoa Beach, when I was down there, you could see from the big pier all the way up to Cape Canaveral, up the beach, and nothing but the trailer parks and palmettos.
Yeah.
Now it's all high rises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
what-
down there to watch a rocket launch at night.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That was
Well, I went to
spectacular.
Melbourne High. They let the whole school up. That was 2,000 kids, but even back then.
Yeah.
And every time they're going to have a launch, they
Yeah.
let the school up to watch you go up. And I remember one time, only one I saw, You look right up, you see the gate from our schoolyard.
Yeah.
And it went up, and then boom!
Yeah.
And that was some wise guy said, well, there goes another $3 million.
Yeah, right. A lot more these days.
Yeah,
But that was the beginning of the space age.
Prices have gone
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What you say? What town you from down there? What town down there? In
Where
Florida?
Buc-ee's is, or?
Oh, wait,
where-
did you live in Florida?
No.
Oh,
I was.
we
I had
just
a-
mentioned
I had
it was in
a client
Florida.
that was in the rocket business. So, a company out of Denver called United Launch Alliance. So their business is getting all the spy satellites
Oh, yeah.
up into the air.
Mm.
Right? So we went there to see one of the rockets take off. Yeah.
Have you read about? I was on YouTube watching the technology behind that Starlink.
Uh huh.
You know,
Yeah.
because those satellites are whizzing by,
No, sure.
but the antennas still.
Right.
It's like an array of antennas, and they use constructive interference, and it's phase shifting constantly between all the different antennas to track these things, and it just keeps moving to the next. And
Well, it sounds crazy, but part of the problem with all that stuff now is the low Earth orbit is actually getting really crowded.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff up there, and you know, much of which no one knows anything about. But,
well, it's a good thing we got Hubble and James Webb, because you're not going to be able to see anything from down here
Right.
anymore with all these
Yeah.
bright lights up
Yeah,
there
see
shining.
through it.
You know, yeah, see through it. So, you know, I guess they're going to come down someday. Hopefully, it's not on.
there are plans to have something that's kind of like a garbage retrieval thing.
Oh, really?
Goes and hoovers up. trash.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Blow it up or something. Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what they'll do with it. But there's some chance that enough of that stuff there, the orbit degrades enough that it comes down to Earth and it lands right on us, right? And so
Yeah, we don't want that to
there's
happen.
a public interest in
Yeah,
you know, getting it before that happens. Right?
yeah, for sure, definitely.
I just
Yeah.
happen to think Denny's now Morton. Denny Morton. Husband is Morton, Maine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say? What's the name of the woman you said?
No, it's a tough name. It's a Cajun name. Elonee.
Elonee. But I mean, how is she related to Denny?
So,
An aunt?
boy, it's a big family. Let's see if I can.
Her
throw
father
this out.
was
I think Denny would have been Joe Sims'
Oh, Joe.
cousin, maybe. Does that
Denny.
sound right?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Maybe
Joe was
yeah.
her little brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
little brother when I was going with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he used to ask me, John, you got any gubble bum?
Uh-huh.
And every time I'd see him eating an ape, I saw him. I don't know if he's alive or not. I'd ask him if you want some gubble bum.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Joe.
Yeah.
But then again, then that meant maybe Joe's mother was the Sims.
Yeah. Kit Sims. Yeah.
Kit.
Kit.
There you go. Now I'm learning. Okay,
And then
go on
Kit-
with
Kit
James.
was-
Okay.
Kit
We've
was-
learned everything now.
Kit was married to the admiral.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And good. And Mount Catherine is named for Arthur Walden's wife.
Yeah.
A lot of history in these
Oh,
mountains.
yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Have you hiked them
All
all?
the same 5 families.
Have you hiked them all?
No.
Oh, you
No.
should. Whiteface is wonderful.
I've done Whiteface.
Yeah.
I got to do Shakora yet.
Oh, really?
I'd like, and then I'd like to get back into that bowl, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole
I was looking at a map
the whole
other
thing
day,
twice,
and
once,
there's-
no,
you could
two
go
trips.
for a
Yeah.
different hike every day. And
Yeah.
not
He's getting eaten alive.
Yeah, these bugs are,
Yeah.
they're out. As long as
Yeah.
I keep
All right.
them.
Good
Well,
talking
Rick,
with
thanks for chatting with us.
you.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good one.
All right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, awesome.
You don't know who you're gonna meet on these trips.
Yeah.
I know you'll be shaking hands with the guy up at the castle. This guy was a son of a bitch. He
The
didn't want
Yellow
anybody
House,
coming
yeah?
up here. I come up here fishing with Jackie when she was this high once.
Yeah.
She said, you can't walk up this road. I said, this is a through road. No, it's not. I said, it is. I said, I tell you what, go ahead and call the cops. But Jackie, he just went back in the house.
That's a nice fellow lives there now.
I heard that, but that guy wasn't. He's dead now, I think.
This place on the
We used to
river is really nice.
we had dances in here.
And there's barn on the right.
Oh yeah, we'd have what you call the hops. What do you call them back then?
Sock hop.
Teen hops.
And what about this here? Was it now? You sold your shed to these people.
Yeah, it's right. It's still like afterwards. Yeah.
Who was living here at the time?
Or is that it? No,
No, it's over here on the left.
I think they moved it.
No, it's over here.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I built that.
Wow.
They put a door on it. I built that for my sister for just for a little playhouse.
Wow. And how much did your father get for it?
$25.
Wow.
And he hauled it up here for him
Oh, man.
for $25. That was 1958, 59. Oh, it's open. Oh, good. The gate's open. Yeah, Cousin Winkley. He was quite a character. I told you about he throwing the baseball and knocking out the black guy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. At the sandwich, used to have big fairs like Sandwich Fair.
Yeah.
Well, Winkley was a professional ball player. He didn't play like for Red Sox or anything, but he was a pitcher. Well, anyway, they had this thing. They got these soft, but they were soft. They were baseballs.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, and there was a darkie there. They called them darkies.
Mm-hmm.
And hit the darkie in the head and win a cigar or whatever. So he had a baseball with him. And he threw the baseball. And they knocked the darkie out.
Oh, my God.
All the darkie would do when he see the ball coming, he'd put his head down.
Mm-hmm.
And the softball would just bounce off in it. And the guy would get a cigar if he hit him in the head.
Yeah.
That's how he knocked the guy out.
Oh, my God.
Poor bastard.
That's terrible.
My grandfather was with him. He said, I was just a kid. He said, I don't know what to think. He said, we just got the hell out of there.
Man, that house is beautiful up there. Look at that view they got.
Yeah, that's the old Winkley place.
Yeah, I met an old lady that lives there now. She was there one day, out with one of the neighbors chatting. She had an English accent, so very nice lady.
Up in here?
Right here.
Oh,
Yeah, at the Winkley place, yeah. How old? I mean, you don't think it could have been the same lady. I mean, she was...
no.
Maybe.
Oh, Winkley was way back before I was born.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a kid when cousin Winkley was he married one of the hidden women.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Gotta water the flowers there.
I never told you this one too, but cousin Winkley never was sick a day in his life.
Really?
He lived there every day of his life. He'd run across the field and jump in the water in the middle, and sometimes he had to break the ice the next morning.
Wow.
In those days,
But there was a pond over here.
no, it's a brook, but a big pool right there.
Oh, okay.
And he'd just take a dip and come out and run back across. And his grandpa said he'd never sick a day in his life. Jeez.
Yeah, maybe there's something to it.
Yeah. I think I'll take a chance on how old I've made it so far. I'm not worried about jumping there. I mean, 30 below zero was common. Even when I was a kid, 30 below zero was common. You don't see them that much anymore. Once in a while you get 5 below, but you don't see. I remember once it never got above zero for 30 days.
You know who jumps in the water is
Winkley. What?
down at the library. What's the gal's name? There's a gal who works at the library. Thin, dark hair. Holly.
Oh, Holly, yeah.
Holly.
Holly, yeah.
Yeah.
She also works in the bakery. And she works at the, in fact, you didn't see the thing on the Chronicle about the store, did you?
No.
Oh, you should see that. You should look it up. It's got to be online somewhere. But it's on ABC, New Hampshire, Channel 9. But you don't have TV. Oh, you do. It's your place.
Yeah.
I saw the whole thing. They had the band there. The band plays their office, and a bunch of old guys. They're pretty good. Anyway, Holly, and she was in that, made me think of it. Holly was in that show that night on Chronicle. She's behind the counter.
This road, you think that goes through there, or is that a walking path? If we go that way, will it bring us around past Jimmy's place?
This won't. No.
No?
No. Well, it would come out by boxes, I think. I don't know. I don't know about that.
So when did this
Burn.
burn down?
It burned.
It was right here
It
ahead
was
of us.
set. It was set. In fact, my Bedford's grandmother lived right up there. They know it was him. He was setting fires all over the place. It was in the 60s. I know they had a big auction out there. My friend Dick and I had been out there the night before looking for a dealership. We've been drinking a lot. And we slept in the car. I woke up the next morning. And I could hear yelling. What the hell is this? They was auctioning off the place up here.
Oh.
Auctioning off the whole damn place. Furniture, whatever. And they were calling out. Lost a tree down there too, dropped down. Must have had some high winds over a few weeks ago. I didn't say what his name is.
Nice talking to you, Rick. Take care.
Be welcome.
How about this place on the right here?
That's the Staley place.
Who is it?
Staley's.
Staley's.
She's the one the girl.
Oh, the
fell
one that
off
hurt
horse.
herself on
Yeah,
the horse.
yeah.
Ah, that's a shame.
Did a little painting for them on you.
What about this one here? The
I
ranch
don't.
house.
I don't know. I don't know who was that. I've never seen anybody there.
It's a nice little place.
This is Albany here, by the way.
What's that?
Albany.
Albany.
The kids who went to school up there. The children of a guy that used to let me call him on the phone and
Yeah.
and
They go to Albany?
but they would Albany paid Hamlet to take them to school down here rather than come all the way back up to Albany School, which was in Conway.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's right there in Albany. There's a place up there. An old man said that he could spit chewing tobacco from his bed. He could spit into what's the one? Yeah, 3 towns and 2 counties right from his bed. They're all joined right there. Carroll County and the next county up. I can't think what it is now. It's not Coas. That's way up. I can't name the 6 counties we got. But anyway, he swore he could lay in bed and spit into 3 counties.
I thought that
2 counties and 3
I think
towns.
over here in Ferncroft, I think that there's an area that's actually part of Waterville Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just it. The Thornton, and Thornton, Tamworth, and Albany. The 3 towns that join right there,
Right there.
right back there where we were. And there's a picture in that book again that I think Catherine has that shows the old guy. He was by his barn.
You ready for another sandwich?
No, oh my God, that'll last me the summertime. Now, I'm ready to go to the Philippines, though, if you want to go over there.
Yeah, let's go give him some business.
Yeah. Catherine would be very pleased with her dad to get her some tomatoes.
So you're not ready for a sandwich, John? I'm gonna have one.
I am not back.
Man, I'm gonna save the potato roll one for you. I'm gonna eat this one here.
Steel Farm, that's where Helen lives now. She wanted to have a farm back there.
Damn, that's good.
That's the same as mine, isn't it?
Slightly different roll,
Oh.
but the same meat. Are we gonna turn on Peace Hill or keep going?
All right, keep going straight ahead. Yeah. You know where you are now? I go right back down Tamworth. Let's go right up to the farm. Out to the Philippines.
What do you think all this open meadow is over here?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's a road into it. Kind of funny looking thing. Mark there. I don't know.
Looks like a bunch of cleared land.
Interesting. Tewksbury Brook.
Weren't we turning in here down one of these roads on the left last time we were out?
Turned into one.
Yeah, and you were showing me something. Some kind of a little pond.
Oh, yeah, that's back there. That's back. Just you're breaking out of one Lancet. But yeah. I don't even know what the hell this is. Look like I got.
That's that open land, yeah.
Yeah. Well, oh, the Philippine. I can't think of his name. Last name's the Philippine. I never can remember his first name. I call him old man. I'm older than he is.
There's a pond right there.
Yep. I'm a man-made pond. So here we go. Here's the Philippines. I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's see. Oh, that.
It won't open?
Nope.
Let me hit the button here. Hang on.
Oh, there you go. That did it.
10th, yeah. So we got a couple weeks. Yeah, a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. I guess you can close that from the inside. I figured it up out there. I put the plants in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, boy. There. Now, you go anywhere you damn please. Let's see. What have you seen that you want to see again? I'm trying to think what haven't you seen. I'll never forget that first day I took you for a ride. Or you took me for a ride. You were amazed. You'd never seen all these back roads.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said, I got friends in New York would pay $1,000 to see what I've seen today.
Oh, yeah.
I said, bring them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Oh, good. At least I got something to put in the ground. They've been this way all the way down and across. That's kind of interesting.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I think you have, but it's an interesting ride across this way. We've been all over those roads. We used to race on this. This used to be our racetrack up here. God mighty. I had a 49 Plymouth that souped up. The guy had a 57, brand new 57 station wagon. I think it was a Plymouth. My speedometer, my 49 Plymouth only showed.
Okay, go ahead.
It only showed 100 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
So, this guy was going ahead of me. I sat side by side. He told me after, I had it wide open. I was right on 110. He said, you passed me like I was standing still. I took it, when I went down to Florida, I took that 49 Chevy. I mean, Ford Dodge Plymouth. It was a Dodge with a Plymouth engine. Anyway, friends of mine in the auto mechanics class, they souped that son of a bitch up while I was gone. Cause I asked the teacher there, Instructor Steve, I said, can I leave my car here? I've got to have something done to the engine. He said, leave it here, be a great project for the boys. He said, have a good winter, I'll see you when you come home. I got home, they had it done. Oh my God, my God, my God. I asked Hayes and Eldridge after this. He's one of the guys that worked on it. I said, what the hell did you do to that car?
Yeah.
He said, well, we did a little tinkering, he says. I don't know what he did to this day, but I'm son of a bitch. He was on 110. He said, I went past him like he was standing still. Wow. Right on these flats here.
Right here.
Yeah, right on this is a white face flats. Boy, we did some serious racing. And I had Louise and Andy with me that time. We went around Pease Corner, laid right on my wheels like this. Louise let a streak out of her. I could still hear it screaming. I was doing 85, then going around Pease Corner there. He was laughing. That's when we even lived through it. The crazy things you do when you're a kid, and you wonder why the hell you made it through as long as you did.
This open land up here to the right.
That's kind of interesting. Big Bennett Street right here. Mm-hmm. Right up here. I used to know a guy named Lang Ambrose. He was a welder. One-arm welder.
Really?
He actually worked the shop right in Laconia for a while. He'd take in welding, one arm, and he had this thing hooked up to him like a harness. And he could do everything with one hand. Not this one. I don't know. That's just a driveway. Bennett Street's down after this corner, and this big Intervale. It's called a White Face Intervale. Actually, all of this is. There used to be an airport out here. Dana Steele had an airport out here.
Really?
Back in the 40s and 50s. I used to come up here and help his boys do the hay on these fields for him.
Huge fields. I'm looking at it on a map
Yeah,
here.
you'll see, it's a big place. And it's grown up some since I was a kid.
Man,
You
that
see it,
is
you can see it
really...
through the trees. It's big. I had a huge buck jump in front of me out here one night.
What if that's the airstrip
And
right
I
there?
hit the buck just a little bit, so he was all right, huh? Now you're gonna see Bennett Street. Right on this corner here, you can see there it is. Take that, and then on the way back, I'll take you another road that's kind of interesting. That
Great.
one goes to Flat Mountain Pond, but you're not going to go up there today, not with this.
I think we started going up to Flat Mountain Pond, you and I, one day.
Well, there is a road that goes quite a ways,
Yeah.
but no, then it just turns into rough, very rough. You can take jeeps up it, but then there's the bridge is out. Usually you'll go across the bridge. There's a camp up there. Anyway, this here, yeah, you can go that way, this way.
I want to go see those fields. Yeah.
Go that way, yeah. That's Bennett Street, actually. This is just nothing but white face.
Yeah, I want to see these fields here on the right.
Oh, you're gonna come to them. You're coming on to them.
Is there a trailhead over here with a camp, like an AMC center, like a...
Not that I know of. This all grew up. You can see it's all fields all down through here.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the big parts are up here ahead. We got a hangar here. Oh yeah. He used to drive. He's a good friend of my grandfather. He'd fly over. When I was a kid, he'd waggle his wings at us. Yeah, this was an airport back in the 40s and 50s.
Really?
Yeah, well, a landing strip. He had a hangar here too. That's gone. But oh yeah, this is big. Imagine now they just sell the hay off this thing. A lot of hay on this field. I helped put it up a couple of years in a row when I was just a kid, at 11, 12. It was Dana and Warren and me. His father was doing the driving, running the baler. We stack it up and go unsack it. Stack it up and go unsack it. That's where are we right now? We're back here.
It goes all in there.
Yeah, that goes out to Langham Road, way out to the end there.
Wow.
There's a trail up Whiteface. We went up Whiteface from here. There's a trail here somewhere. You go right up Whiteface. Dana Moore and I did that once we were kids.
Hmm.
I don't know what that trail would be. What's
Look at all
that?
this here.
I don't know. It looks like a train, but it isn't a train track. No,
Is that a trail?
I don't know.
It looks like it's a road until you get to this house.
And
Then it's got to be a
I
trail.
hunted up in there, shot some deer up in there, but they just went up on the ridges a little bit. I'll tell you about a really close call I had right up here. I was with my friend Kenny Nettle from Laconia and his cousin. And I got in the trunk, and I left me and my rifle got in the trunk. I lost my license for 5 years. They got me a whole bunch of deer in the wrong time of year. Anyway, we're coming along here, and Kenny is, and I'm in the trunk, and there were 3 cars ahead of us. All right, luckily, they're all from our same group from Laconia. And Kenny said, "Oh shit, game warden." I said, "Oh God, I'm going to get nailed this time for sure." So I'm sitting back here sweating, and he's talking because Kenny's the Frenchman, that's talking. I thought, well, shut the fuck up, will you? Let's get going. And I said, if he checks the trunk, I'm done. But because there were 4 cars, and he had to check each one of the drivers and licenses, and each one, he didn't bother opening the trunk.
Wow.
So finally it got to us. Kenny gets to talking with him. Happy. Well, Kenny had already tagged the dealer. I shot the day before. And Kenny, one Perkins, he said, "What you doing hunting today?" And I said, "Well, I saw a bear up there. I'm going to go up and see if I can get him." And he said, "That bear's 20 miles from here now." Well, anyway, but he's within the law. He was hunting for the bear, according to him. So he didn't have a tag. Well, finally he says, "All right, go ahead." I clammed right up. Kenny said, "Okay, John, okay, you can get out now." I didn't say a word. I heard him say to his cousin Raymond, he said, "He had a heart attack. He's dead back here. He had a heart attack." Finally, we got to a place, and we got out and let me out. And I started screaming, "You mother, you didn't get me that time, Perkins." Well, the best part of the whole thing is, one of my deer hunting friends that hunted the Osprey Mountains with me, Dick Ames, he worked with Perkins' son. He works with him. He said, "I want you to tell him, tell him what happened, and tell him to tell his father." He said, "Oh, I will. I'll love that." He was a kid, probably late in his 20s. David told his father, "You had your chance right there to get John in good that time. You done locked him up good." He said, "You didn't open the trunk." And Perkins, he said, told Dick, my friend, he said, "Oh, he was so mad." He didn't think to open the trunk, but he was busy and he didn't bother with it. Say, "Right one back here with a rifle, for Christ's sakes." Oh, but I got away with it. Oh, God, that was back in 67, 68. Yeah, this is old Lang Ambrose place right there. Yeah, that's quite a people. No, it's just the same now. It's been forever.
Figure they're hay in those fields? They're going to hay the hay in
Oh,
the
they
field,
had every year. Yeah, they sell it to somebody that comes in and builds it, takes it. There's no farm here. There's no animals. And when Dana had the field, he just had for the airport.
Look at that old car.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can go that way. They can go right up. They go up to. You can go to Flat Mountain Pond that way or this way.
Is that right?
You can't go very far up there. You can drive out there if you want to. Good solid bridge. There's a couple houses out there. I haven't been out there in 100 years.
Yeah, it just goes to a house. Yeah, Flat Mountain Pond Trail.
Yeah.
Goes to a house and then...
Yeah.
Wow, that guy's got a
took
lot
a dune buggy all the way to the cabin up there one time. A guy made a dune buggy out of it. He took a Chevy chassis. He put a Volkswagen motor on the back. And we took off on this. And there was a bridge up there then. This was back in the 60s. It was a bridge that you could drive across. Well, we was going right along probably 35 miles an hour. We were meeting people and they couldn't believe it. They stopped and watched. We went from here to up to the cabin. We was there in about 25 minutes. It would take you 3 hours to walk it. We met a Jeep coming. He's going real slow over all of them humps, you know. He pulled outside the road. He saw us coming before we sailed right by him. And he'd get out and he'd look. He couldn't believe his eyes. Yeah, we got up there, probably stayed around 20 minutes and drove back. He'd take that dune buggy to places you wouldn't take a Sherman tank, I swear. Honest to God. He had more balls than he was born with Jesus. Dick Swain.
Okay, we're coming up on Bennett on the right.
Yeah. That'll take you to another great big house out in there. That's kind of an interesting little ride. Go and take a ride out to it. I don't know how many places. I haven't been up here in a long time. I don't know how many houses have been put in since then. If any. I don't know if that's new or not. Hard to tell sometimes. I think that is new since I've been up here. That's where one of my grandson made his money. I see they've got the solar system on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made he's like 25 years old. He made $94,000 last year just selling them damn things. And he won 3 trips. One to the Netherlands, one to Puerto Rico. And he couldn't go to either one of them. So he gave his mother a trip to Puerto Rico. And I don't know what he's going to do to the one in the Netherlands. He said, I haven't got time to go. They give me these trips. I can't go. I said, sell the son of a bitch.
Is that Missy's son?
Yeah, that's our youngest, Christopher. He's quite a salesman.
It's beautiful back here.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been here. I think it was a gravel road last time I was up here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh God, it's been 40 years since I've been up here. Oh yeah, I know it. This is gravel all the way.
Man, look at that. That is really,
You like that?
I like that.
For sale, 120,000.
I'll take it.
I bet you would too. No.
Look at the way he's just sort of nestled in there. So nice.
Yeah. Well, you could feel cozy, semi-private.
Yeah.
Mountain right behind you. The hills. The ridges off Whiteface. Here we go. Oh yeah. God, I've gotten quite a ways up in here. You're gonna see a huge place on the left up here. A nice big farmhouse. There's another one. I don't know if that's new or not. That could be real new. I mean, I could say 40 years. I believe it's new. Yep. Look at the solar panels. Yeah.
A lot of solar on
Big
it, yeah.
thing. Yeah. You can make a deal with the power company somehow, where after a certain time they'll pay you for whatever excess you got. God, for a while you've got to pay so much a month. That's a new place, so done with the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing that. I remember that. Oh yeah, now back to gravel again. But this isn't, yeah, look at this old place. Jesus. I'd like to know what's in that place. Wow. Oh, there's some good goodies in there. Look at that. Now, up here further, there's a huge place. Pyramid.
Oh, really?
I think the white base. That's a white base. Is nothing except the tri-pyramid. It's kind of odd looking, but you have 3 knobs here, and they call them the tri-pyramid. I think that must be it. I never gave any thought why it is that place I was talking about. Oh, it doesn't look as big. I think they took down the old place and put up something new.
Yoga barn.
It's a yoga barn?
Yoga barn. Yeah, I think I know that guy. He used to do internet work. His name is Declan.
Deco?
Declan.
Declan.
This
Now,
place looks pretty
this
interesting.
This is if this is the same place, they torn down the old one to put up unless it's a further. I know there was a big house up in here, and that's not it. That's new.
Man, that's a nice spread they got there.
Yeah, there's a nice pasture up behind them.
Yeah. Very nice. You think you're thinking about some other place?
Yeah. I know there's a bridge go across and it goes up a ways into another. There's quite a establishment out here. Almost cleaned my brother-in-law's clock up in here one time. He thought he was a big bird hunter. His father had bird dogs. Well, I had my beagle, Trixie. She had her head out the window. He was sitting here and I was driving. Trixie was in the back with it and noticed she likes the air. So what's he do? He slaps her on the nose. I said, what the fuck are you doing? And he said, well, that's bad for him. He said, but the nose, they lose the sense of smell. Don't you worry about it, says Small. You ever touch that dog again, I'm going to knock you out.
Yeah.
You calm down. Who the hell do you think you are hitting my dog? I thought much that dogs, I did my kids. Almost. I'll never forget that. I got up ready to cold cock him. He was right on this bridge, right in this bridge. Yeah, that bridge goes, yeah, got this one. This one, believe me. Bennett Loop, dead ends, that one dead ends. But this one, it was right in here, and he just slapped my dog. Boy, I just throw him in the river. I get mad. I used to fly mad. Hit my dog, you fool. Think. Yeah, you can see houses up in here too. Yeah, I'm taking you to a place I haven't seen in a hell of a long time, and I know you haven't seen all this.
Never.
This is all new. Now that's new. Look at that beautiful home.
Wow.
That makes me think of that place that you and I went to at a party at there, where the guy was making steel stuff.
He was making what?
Making steel stuff. He made Danny something. We went there at night.
Yeah.
It made me think of it, something else.
Oh, yeah.
Up there's what I'm talking about.
I just want to have another look at this place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's nestled right in the mountains.
Yeah, interesting roof design he's got on there.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's new.
Wonder what kind of flag that is. It's got a circle, red and white, inside a red and white stripe.
I know, but I don't. It's like I've seen it, but I don't know where or when or what it means. Well, you like the back roads, you're getting them today.
Yeah.
There's another one up. That's a nice looking truck. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a place up in here. I remember, yeah. Getting right up into the mountains now.
I wonder who plows this out in the wintertime. Or if it's plowed
They
at all.
probably have somebody hired. I don't know. The town doesn't do it. They got somebody to come up and plow them out for a price. Oh, yes, I remember this now. God almighty, it's been a long time. The grapes,
Oh yeah.
vineyard. The hill. That's cool. The hill.
The hill, I think, is a
Oh,
house.
it just goes up to the house, yeah. Huh. That's new too, 'cause I don't remember this. That's the end of it right there. It was. It used to be. Oh yeah, solar panels. Look at this. Jesus.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's an odd looking. Look at the shape on it. It's like a
Yeah.
round house. That's goofy.
Oh. Oh yeah, more vineyard idea a little bit.
I think I remember coming up here.
Yeah, I do too. I think I remember, not you, but I do remember there's something out here. You think you remember being up here?
Yeah. It looks like it just goes up to a meadow. See that?
Yeah, there's no house.
No house.
And that's the end of it. Huh. Interesting.
Somebody's looking after the road, putting all this stone down.
Yep. I think somebody might be thinking about building up here. Out here.
Look at this. That's a nice brook right there. Nice creek.
You can drink that water safely right out of the stream.
Yeah?
Jesus. Quite the wind out here. There is a clearing out here. Put a lot of stone here. I'd probably spend some money on stone.
Oh, yeah.
Get it graded. There's the gate. That's it. Well, red, that's property. That's property line, yeah. The blue line would be state. I don't even see the blue line. Well, let's see what it says. Bearing tree. Well, I don't know.
That's conservation land.
Land protected by land conservation program. Trust fund, yeah.
I guess there's not much to see anyway.
No,
It's not worth walking up the road because you're only going to come to this meadow here.
That's all, yeah. Touching that gate, I don't know. Well, you got kind of a turnaround back there, I believe. Can you do it? Oh yeah, yes, yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well.
Nothing to it.
That's big enough to have a name to it, but I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's here on the map.
Like base.
It's not Livermore.
Burncroft, that's way the hell over there. That's where we just came from.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, look at this here. Wonder if Ruff's ever been up here. If I was a boy growing up here, boy, this would be a place to come on your bike, you know?
Yeah.
Just see what's going on. Because then you go right around that gate. You'd be going up all the trails, all the hiking trails here.
Where did you live in New York? The city, somewhere in the city.
Long Island.
You live on Long Island, all
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Suburb. Very different. I always wanted to be Huckleberry Finn.
Is that right?
Yeah, I wanted to be, you know, going down a river, clean rivers,
Yeah.
mountains, forests. We didn't have a lot of that. We had a few rivers near us where they had, but there were rivers that got screwed up when they went and put like a major highway through, and then everything got shunted off to the side. And these little creeks and rivers, and I remember putting my foot in there, and I sunk right down to my knee in mud. It smelled like hell. That was the end of my Huck Finn dreams on Long Island.
Someday when you're at home on your computer or whatever, she didn't find any brambles in Great Neck. Because she wouldn't be. She probably married a long time ago. She would not be surprised. She's a beautiful girl, but I wonder if there's brambles. I don't know. It's a Jewish section, that part of Great Neck. But she went to Great Neck High School. I told you I found that out. And she wouldn't tell me. I said, there's a Patricia Bramble graduate in 1959. She said, well, yes, there is. And I said, well, you don't know where she went after that, do you? She said, well, that's private. I can't tell you all that. But the Brambles lick came from Great Neck, Long Island. They had a place in Lyme, over in Lebanon. That's the last time I saw her. Lebanon. Enfield. Gas. Is this all electric?
Yeah.
All electric. But you have to does it have anything that charges? Like Katie says, every time she hits the brake, it puts a charge in the car she has.
Well, yeah, like if I take my foot off the gas, it does regenerative braking. What's that place over there? Do you remember that?
No, I know that was there. That's not
That was there.
I remember that.
And plus, I plug it in when I get home, and it charges it back up.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You got a special hookup?
Yeah, I got a special hookup. I
All right.
plug it in. A few hours later, it's all charged up.
No, on the way up to North Conway, sort of between Conway and North Conway, there's a place where you can go into charging places.
Yeah. Yeah, they got them everywhere. You never have to worry about it.
Yeah. I don't think it was a big talk about it when they first started coming out with electric cars. Well, having places to go, but I guess there's plenty of them now. So, what do you say as far as cost? I mean, is your charge cost as much as gas in the long run?
If I charge it myself at home, it's 1/3 the cost of gas.
Oh. But if you go to a charger plug-in station, power station, it's going about the same as gas.
It's less, but it's not. You don't get the dramatic savings like you do.
Oh, I see. So I see. And because the charge goes to the electric light bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And away we go. I always seem quicker coming back when you haven't been anywhere before.
That's that other end, the dead end part of the road.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the yoga place. I think the yoga place was before here.
Yeah, down here, you said. So, did you see a sign or something?
I did.
Yeah, that was down here, I think. What the hell does this say? Oh, Dragonfly Yoga Barn. I bet Christina knows about this. She's in a yoga ass over tea kettle.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. She teaches yoga instructs yoga at Bear Camp Pond. There's a class going on down there. What the hell are you doing? You're swimming lessons? No, giving yoga lessons on the beach. Okay. Oh yeah, look at here. Oh, this is nice. Now that looks like an old house done over. But if it is an old house done over, they put a new foundation under it.
Look at the old cars Declan has.
Oh yeah.
He likes to play with old cars.
You know where?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm John. I got John Hidden with me today.
John Hidden.
You know John Hidden.
Okay.
He's like the historian in town. I'm John Barry. I know Declan also.
Really dirty hands.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in
No,
the
that's
garden,
good.
but-
That's great.
Yes.
I'm getting my minerals here, so that's good. I wish I was doing that. It's a
Wow.
nice spread you got going here.
Thank you. Working on it. I'm pulling up all of my, for whatever reason, I don't know why, all of my lavender died.
What?
Almost every pump, so I'm pulling those up.
Does it
and
normally winter over okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
So,
happened? Did you put hay
I
on
don't
it or
know.
whatever? Do you cover it?
No, you don't cover it.
You don't?
Yeah.
No?
What year is that old Chevy in the barn there?
55. 55.
55.
Yeah. Yep.
Paper, 52.
Oh.
And it's the same color as that.
Oh, no way. Well, that is not, that is, it's not an original color. It was probably originally black, I think.
That's super cool looking.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Was the hood like that though, or has
Yep.
that been modified? Yeah,
Nope,
it came like
that's
that.
the way it was.
Man, that's really sexy.
Yes, it is a pretty cool car, and our colors for Dragonfly Yoga are turquoise. So
Oh, okay, yeah,
turquoise and teal. So it was a
Very nice.
no-brainer.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do the yoga in the barn there?
Yes.
What a spot!
It's pretty spectacular.
That's crazy. Did you guys put that there, or was
We
it there?
did. Yeah, we moved all of these are old barns that we moved here from somewhere else.
All of them?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. The big barn was down at the spring, just before you turn on to Whiteface Intervale. There's a cape on the right, and there's the spring that's, I don't know, it's been there since I was a kid.
Right.
That barn was right across the street, and it was
Uh-huh.
falling down, so the guy that owns the property said, take it down and redo it, and we did, and there it is.
How do you do that? Like,
You have to number every piece and take it apart, and what's salvageable you put back together. And
I mean, are you and Declan doing it on your own, or
we had a couple of guys.
did a couple of guys?
And Declan, of course, did it with them. So
Damn.
one of the guys has since passed, but yeah, really great team. So
Wow.
this was a barn, but we converted it to a house.
Okay, so this barn was here?
Nope.
No?
We moved all buildings here from somewhere else.
Where was this one?
This one was in Sanborn.
Oh man, beautiful.
The
Was
guys
it
that did our work were from Gilmanton.
like white clapboard there?
No, it was a barn.
It was a barn.
A shingled barn.
It's great. Are those cedar shakes on the roof?
They are.
Oh
which
my
is
God.
A pain in the royal. I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
but they're beautiful.
They're very pretty,
That's
but
really
they're starting
nice.
to weather, significantly. So yeah,
There's nothing like the look of that,
It's
though.
pretty,
I
though.
mean, that is, that's, that's
every
really,
once in a while, a few of them will flip right off in a good windstorm. But
yeah.
you know,
And then what about up here? Where'd you get that?
that was in Moltenboro, off of Moltenboro Neck on Shaker Jerry. Well, not quite to Shaker Jerry.
Pub-
Is this a bad
It depends on what you have for service.
Yeah, I think I can't get anything out. I just wanted, yeah. That's all
Yeah.
Big thing I just read.
Yeah, it's
Why I was doing it, so you could come in.
yeah, no, you're not going to get a lot of luck, unfortunately.
No, I bet it didn't look like that when you got it, right?
That of all the barns was the one that was in the best shape.
Really? Yeah.
But no, it was a clapper barn.
And you're
Which-
still taking it apart, right, to get it here, right? I mean, you can't. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, you guys are amazing. When did you start this project? I mean, I knew you guys were in the middle of nowhere, but I didn't know like where. Like Declan explained it to me.
Yeah,
I didn't know exactly.
1998 we put the road in.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents did the next house down, on the road, the big brown place.
Oh, you mean like if I passed and I went that way? That's your parents?
Not anymore. They don't live there. There's been a couple of owners since then, but they built it and they did the same thing. They moved the buildings there.
That's really cool looking. We were just admiring that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building.
It's great.
Yeah.
So you cut the road in '98. When did Declan come over here from Ireland?
When I was still in college, 1990.
90? Wow. And then, were you guys from around here, or?
I grew up in Sandwich.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents built the house just before the creamery. The first house on the right.
The first house, like when you're going through that road that snakes
when you
back there?
drive into Wing Road, the first house on the right,
Okay.
my parents built that before they built this one here.
Oh, wow. Super cool. Man, this is amazing.
Yeah. What brings you up here? Let's hear it.
Well, so, John Well, my daughter lives. So I live in Holderness, but my daughter lives in Tamworth. You know, like we're across from the Barnstormers,
Yep.
that big white building. She's got a school there and everything.
Okay.
That's my daughter Catherine,
Sweet.
and my wife works with her. And I met Declan when he put my internet
Yep.
in Holderness, and then I met him again at Whitegates one time, and then I knew you did the yoga here, but I didn't. I just kind of had a vague idea that you guys were like out there, you know, like in the middle of like
Out there. And
well,
out there.
and out there, yeah, and but then I was going by and I was like, Dragonfly. I go, we gotta go. So we passed your parents and went all the way up there, and then we came back down, and you know, and I says, oh, we got to go visit. So you know, this is amazing. So when do you do the yoga classes?
Well, next class is tonight at 5.
Uh huh.
I have my whole online presence is on the website. I teach 5 days a week.
Uh huh.
So.
What kind of yoga is it?
I teach yin yoga, which is deep stretch.
Yeah, yeah.
I teach vinyasa flow, which is more vigorous.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
And then I've got another that's in between.
Oh,
I do.
nice.
I teach everything. I lead yoga teacher trainings.
Yeah, yeah.
We run retreats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. How do you do
John,
the
right?
retreats? Do you? What's that?
John.
John. Yeah.
You know John?
Long time ago. You probably don't remember me.
What's your last name?
Barry.
Oh yeah, Holderness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a Cork name, you know.
You're good friends with Hank with her.
That's right. Yep.
Were
Yeah.
your enemies by now.
Well, we just not hanging out as much as we used to.
Yeah.
But boy, your place is amazing here, Declan.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just you know John Hidden? Oh man, he's like the patriarch of Tamworth, you know? He knows.
Automotive and
Yeah, that's his cousin. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
to see you again. Yeah,
You
yeah,
too.
yeah. That's his cousin. And but no, John's 84. He knows like where all the bodies are buried, and he, you know. So
Someone's got to know that.
yeah, it's him. And you know,
The
anything
Tamworth Mafia.
he doesn't remember, he could just make it up, and there's no one to argue with him left anymore. So you know.
Yeah.
But so a good friend of mine, he grew up on where John used to live on Fowler's Mill Road.
Okay.
And his name is Rolf Smith, and it's like almost all the way to the Chinook Trail. He's a really cool guy, and he actually traveled the world for National Geographic and everything else, and he lives on a narrowboat now in the UK, just going through those canals
Wow.
and everything all day
That's
long,
cool.
you know? And so anyway, so I said, you know, we were trying to figure out like where his house was and stuff, and so John and I like going on these little tours, and he tells me about, you know, who was living here, and you know who was sleeping with who, and where all the parties were, and you know, all the stories
Tamworth back in the day.
back in the day. We were up in Ferncroft up there, you know.
Yep.
They used to have like a hotel up there, you know, and it
Yeah.
burned down in the '60s, and so, you know, I mean, so John knows everything, and so we're just having a really nice wander,
Sweet.
and just thought when I saw your sign, Declan, I said, we got to go there.
Stop
you
up
know?
there?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So, man, this is just crazy great, like amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow,
Yeah,
really good. man.
Continuing work. I gotta get to work.
I know.
Okay.
We're
Behind like 4 hours today.
Yeah. Well, thanks for visiting.
Sure, bud.
finally, after
Yeah.
all these days of rain, I'm finally out here. But
Do you find that it works better with these boxes than if you would have put it right into the dirt?
well, you can see my ground is moss, and as it is, I'm trying to dig moss out of here. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's you have to hydrate a little bit more in the midsummer if it's really hot, but
Uh-huh.
otherwise it helps keep the weeds out and keep the grass out. And I don't know, there's a few that are falling apart that need to be replaced. I'll probably turn those into mounds instead. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
So just getting started.
Well, I gotta come to some of your yoga classes.
Please do.
Yeah. Like, how long would it take to get here from like downtown Tamworth? Or like if I was coming from, what about if I was in Center Sandwich?
Well, depends on how fast you drive. 15 minutes
Okay.
if you're driving the speed limit. 12
Oh.
minutes. 12 minutes.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only.
It seems like a million miles, but it's really not.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually the same distance as it takes me from Holderness to get to my daughter, because it's like 30, 35 minutes. But I'm like 15 minutes to Center Sandwich, so
Yeah. It's
that's
15
nothing.
minutes if you want to be on time. You know.
Yeah, because I used to do a lot of yoga.
Watch this little guy right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I used to do a lot down in Long Island. But we're a million years ago. We're from there, you know.
Yeah.
And I did, you know, the Bikram and all that stuff.
Oh wow.
Started off with the Ashtanga lady, and then I did power yoga. Remember power yoga?
Yes.
That's
I
kind of
taught-
like the vinyasa,
I
but
taught hot power yoga on Friday nights for 17 years at a gym in Meredith.
really,
Yeah.
with that Ujjayi breathing and everything.
Oh yeah, we do that still.
You do that? Oh man, that was great. But
Well, it would be reminiscent of what you did, but maybe not quite as hardcore.
yeah, no, that's good.
Without
You know
heat.
what? A little bit softer is probably better for me where I'm at right now. You know,
Yeah.
so well, that's great. Nice meeting you.
Really nice to meet you.
Really
John.
good. Thanks for
Take care.
letting me visit and chat and look at your wonderland here.
The mountain right now. We've been stopped in for the last 3 or 4 days.
So, tell me which peak is which here?
That's Whiteface.
That's Whiteface.
Yeah, Chicoro's over there. You can't quite see it from this angle.
Oh, okay.
Can't see it, but and
Yeah.
then Flat Mountain and Stone Dome.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about the tri-pyramids? Are they
You can't see
visible?
them from here.
No. Okay. It's
No.
behind something.
Yeah, Young
Yeah.
Mountain was the one that you saw when you came up the driveway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The little one, the little bump.
Great. Wow.
So-
It's paradise here.
It is paradise.
When you do the retreats, you like have people staying like bunking here and stuff
Yep.
like that?
Yep.
It's amazing. Wow. Really
Yeah, it's
good.
really fun.
Well, thanks again for the
You're
visit.
welcome.
I'll
How old
s-
is your daughter? Is she?
Oh, Kathy. Yeah, she'd love to come to the yoga too, man.
I'm just wondering why I haven't met her then.
Well, she's I think Catherine. Let's see. She was born in like '92, so I guess she's 33 or so.
Yeah.
And yeah, she you know, she did her college in Boston. Then she went and taught in Singapore for a few
Wow,
years,
cool.
and then came back here. And instead of going into like the public system, she decided to do her own thing. She started with a preschool, and then she
Did she
did
open
kindergarten.
Because I think
Yeah, a few years ago.
I think I may have heard about the building across from the barn farmers that sold and
Yeah.
maybe got kind of turned into something totally different. which
Well,
is
have you ever heard the expression "if you build it, they will come"?
awesome. Oh
right?
yes.
Right.
I was a public school teacher and I taught at Plymouth State for 15 years.
You
and,
did?
And
Wow.
when I left school, my number of my colleagues were like, "Are you insane? You're going to do what?" And I'm like, you know, if I build it, then there's a place for people
They will
to go.
come. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's amazing here. So yeah, that's what she did, and they started, and now they got kindergarten, first, second. They're doing like a homeschool
Aw.
thing,
Sweet.
and it's really growing. Did you know Bonnie Toomey?
Mm-hmm.
Because she taught at Plymouth, didn't she? Because
She
I know
did.
Because I know she did ballet. Was she teaching dance, or what was she teaching over there?
She was teaching dance long before I met her.
Okay, because they live in
But-
Sandwich, right?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's done a lot of the work on the house there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and we bought it off the Houstons, and then we rented it back to Roy and Judy, and then there were the Dyron Force that were living on the other side, John and Kathy,
Yep.
and then they moved out, and then a friend of mine moved in for a year who was fixing my house in Hilderness, the guy that built it, because we had a disaster. Anyway, so then Catherine all of a sudden decided she was coming from Singapore back, and so we actually ended up picking up a rental property just to rent to the Houstons because they had no place to go.
Yep. Wow.
And so they went there, and they're over down by the Kenneth Brett School now. And Judy works with Catherine at the
That's
school.
sweet.
So it's all kind of
lovely.
like, you know,
Oh,
it's cool.
very cool.
And did you know their son Zach? Zach was like a post and beam builder.
I don't think so.
And yeah, anyway, so it's like full circle. She's back at the school, and then like Steve's been working his way through.
Yeah.
And since you're a barn lover, one of these days just stop in, because the barn,
All right.
it's like an old barn, and Zach, when he did a lot of work on the house when he was there, and he did some really cool things in the barn. Like, I got these big, I think it's a cedar tree, and they're like this big around that are holding it up.
Oh, very neat.
You know, yeah. And then Steve came in, and he raised the floor. It was all cement, and he put in, we had this beautiful hickory wood and everything. So it's wood, and then we did like a tongue and groove type thing in the top, and it's just you're surrounded with wood, and it's an amazing environment.
Very
So
nice.
since you're a barn lover,
I'll
you
have
know,
to check it out.
yeah, just stop in, Catherine. I'd love to see you. You know,
It'd be nice to meet her.
what I'll do is I'll try to drag her up here for a class. I mean, you're doing it like 5 times a week.
Yeah, we don't have classes right now on Mondays and Tuesdays, but Wednesdays through Sunday, and then we've got a 2-week break, Monday the 12th through the 26th of March. Taking 2 weeks off.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're back.
Well,
for June.
if I drag her up here, which would be great for her because she never gets to get away from the kids, and I know she loves yoga. That would be good. Then you guys can meet, and then hopefully then
you just check on the online. You know, you register in advance. You can
do
see
it
the
all
classes
online.
there. The descriptions are all there. So
Excellent.
awesome.
Very good. Well, so nice
Really
meeting
nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Take care to the other John.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Okay. Have a great day.
Yeah, I can't call anybody from here.
Oh yeah, no signal here.
Sandwich, like, Lisa lives on Moultonboro. Hell, that's right through the mountains.
Man, look at that barn over there. They got that barn in Moultonboro. All 3 barns. Look at that. You see that?
They got it in Moultonboro?
Yeah.
And they rebuilt it here?
They took all these barns apart and
He's
they
got
moved
some
them
dough
here.
then.
What's that?
He's got some dough.
Yeah.
He did
I
that,
think so,
but-
yeah.
What's he do with that barn? Just storage?
No, they do yoga in there. That's where they do the yoga.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Little white face standing out there. Got a nice bit of white face in the house. She must be the instructor.
Yes.
He probably does the heavy looking on. What's his name?
Declan.
Declan. Oh, he's Declan. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have anything to do with the yoga? Is that just by the land?
No.
No, somebody had to have some money. Get this place up in
Oh
here.
yeah. I mean, to move those barns like that?
Oh my God. More power to him. Yeah, he's looking down. He's confused. What the hell is that guy talking to my wife? I can see she's a pretty woman. But I bet you when she was in her late 20s, she was really knockout.
Undoubtedly. Now that house over there, you see that place that her parents built that?
Oh, her parents.
Yeah.
Or maybe her parents had the family had the money.
Yeah, that's a nice spread over there too. Boy, tell you what, this block here, this is amazing.
Yeah. Glad I talked to you to go into the west side. Over to the west.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wow, this is fantastic.
That's all nuisance. I've been, well, hell yeah. Guys, he's probably a little kid when last time I was up here. He's been probably 50s, him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been close to that since I've been up in here. Doom buggy days, that was 1968. The paper's got a 53, about 35 grand. It's just a little bit bluer than that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He keeps you that the barn up on Charlie Bennett's barn up on Cleveland Hill Road, that great big barn not too far up. I can't think of her name. She rents it to him for the winter. So who makes Prius? Is Prius just Prius and that's it?
I think Toyota makes it.
Toyota?
I think so, yeah.
Huh.
There's a another road that came off this way. Do you see that? Look at that.
Look at my where.
You see this here?
Yep. And it goes
Did we go
across
right
the
by
where.
that?
It goes across the where. Let's see.
See if you see a road on the right side going
I'm
off.
looking, yeah. Across this bridge. I guess it's a bridge, yeah, way over the brook.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you gonna hit something.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know. I guess that's just a trail.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea to go there. No, yeah, that's a trail.
You might
Okay.
regret it, yeah. Oh, it doesn't even go across either.
It goes all the way and comes in
Oh,
over
it
here.
does. Oh, yeah, over there.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Oh, no. And we've been going slow, but so damn long. 39 to 40 sounds like 100, feels like 100 miles an
Oh
hour.
man, yeah.
This is very interesting to go 40 years and come back to a place.
Yeah, it's been that long since
See
you've
the
been up this
changes,
road.
yeah.
First time since you've been back that you came up here, huh?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I'm doing this way back, and I lived in Laconia. I was a welder then, and the guy with the doom buggy was a fellow welder. He was a Korean War veteran. Well, he said I was crazy when I was over Korea. He showed me some of the tattoos on each one of his legs, in the thighs. He's got a champagne glass, and each one's got a naked lady laying in the champagne.
Really?
Yeah. So they would do that, you know, someplace in Seoul, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, why? He said, I was drunk. And somebody else said, let's go see the head of his dick. I said, I don't want to see the head of his dick. He said he had to be drunk. His tattooed red with a green stem. Can you imagine that?
That's awful.
Awful. It's terrible. But he said, we do crazy things with the sake. Jesus, I can't imagine it.
No, that's too much pain.
I don't think it was any pain. I think it was unconscious.
Maybe.
God. But the after effect, for Christ's sake. Oh, swing. Oh, boy, what a mechanic. Oh, yeah.
The spring.
Yeah, spring. That's a spring.
See, why would you want to live like right on the side of a busy road like this when you could be all the way up on the mountain like Declan is?
Yeah.
Peace and quiet.
This is where you bought the bushes.
This is where I bought the bushes, yeah.
Yep.
I was really sorry to see these guys close down. They closed down the Wayside people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens to about all the stuff?
I don't know.
God, I kicked that shit out of a guy right there one time. That was Alan Cook. It wasn't Alan Cook. Jojo Ames. Coming up.
Ames? Is he related to Mike Ames? He must be.
All Ames is related.
Yeah.
But Jojo, he's well, you've been fucking my wife. I said, what the hell are you talking about? He said, you lying cock. I just fucking nailed him. And then I grabbed him by the scruff of the neck, the seat of his pants, and I ran him right down that little driveway there, the car park there.
Yeah.
Somebody came with. I smashed his face right into the bumper.
Wow.
Right into the
The fender?
fender.
Oh.
Face first.
Oh.
That was the end of his fighting. I
That's
told
all.
him, what the hell happened to his wife? They know he was married. But he take a swing at me. I'm going to do something about it. Because I was a lot younger then.
You want to go Quaker Whiteface Road?
Hmm?
You wanna,
Cut
what is
across,
that? That's
sure.
a cut across that way?
Yeah. But we went up there before.
That'll
Yeah,
take
this-
us past Durgan Bridge, right?
Hmm? Yeah, you can go Duggan that way. Yeah, that's right. Come to think of it. Wish I could think of that artist's name. Something. God. Everybody's dead that would remember. Oh, you didn't have this going while I was doing it.
Oh, it was going the whole time. I was just plugging it in.
Oh. Boy, what's the plugging it in do? Keep it
It just
charged?
gives it power, gives it a charge,
Oh.
yeah. It probably wouldn't run out, but it just makes it, you know, on the safe side. Okay, so this is Quaker Whiteface Road.
Yeah, Quaker Meeting House is down here.
Oh, okay.
Right above. That'd be right above Duggan. Memories.
Who's this here?
One night, Dick Ames and I were riding around. I got somebody up here. I don't know.
Do you remember
Anyway,
what-
I got somebody work there. Anyway, there was a deer right on this wall. Which I shot it. All the lights came on the house. Dick grabbed the damn deer and threw it in the back seat of my car.
Really?
The way we went. Yeah. There was no car, nothing. I didn't think anybody lived there.
Yeah.
It was in the fall. They just stood there like it looked like it was asking for it. Put him down. Lights went down all over the goddamn house. Oh
Wow.
my God, Dick said, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We grabbed it in and threw it in the back seat. Oh, the memories. Riding up these back roads, I could write a book. That road downhill come right out to Duggan Bridge.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see it on the map here.
Yeah, I don't know what's
What is it,
all
like
you
a
couldn't
dirt
get through
road,
there.
or-
No, there's a culvert through it there now.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Couldn't drive on that.
I remember walking it a couple of times. But I don't know why. Probably hunting. Raya Farm. An old Army Jeep.
I'm gonna take a pee again. I'm 4 cans of seltzer in.
barking myself and all that. Yeah, there's a couple apple trees up there. We used to go up there and sit and watch for bear. Never did get a bear up in there. I'm glad of it. What bear I've shot, I'm ashamed of. What little meat you get out of them, it's not worth killing them.
Not
It's a
worth
beautiful,
killing it.
beautiful animal.
Did you
But-
say you knew these people here in this red house?
No, I didn't.
Thought you told me something. No, maybe
No,
I'm thinking
I
of
don't
something
remember
else.
anybody here. That's an old, that is an original old house.
You know, I look around here at roads like this, you know, and I'm just amazed that it's still so
Prison.
unpopulated, you know?
And pristine.
Pristine, yeah.
Yeah.
Much better word, pristine, yeah. It's amazing.
It's like, it looks almost like it did when I was a kid. Yeah, you see the new houses once in a while, but you still got stretches where there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's good. Really. You probably noticed it, but those cherry, I had been over to Catherine last year before, a couple of them. They get big.
Oh,
Really
yeah?
big and
Yeah.
loaded with those tomatoes. I went with Danny's one, but he couldn't go buy it without picking a tomato or two or three.
Oh, so that's the meeting
Yeah,
house.
that's the Quaker Meeting House. Yeah, that's the one.
I guess they still use it. I see they have meetings on Sunday.
Oh yeah, they're doing the summer. Quaker Meeting has begun. If you show your teeth and tongue, you will have to pay a forfeit. That was an old childhood game we played at
Really? Yeah.
recess time. You had to do something. Then the guy was up there. One of the kids would be up front, and he'd be all kinds of things, trying to make you laugh. If he made you laugh, then you had to come up and do it.
Ah,
Quaker
okay.
Meeting had begun. Right down that. Oh, this way. You want to see the
the right to Durgan? Yeah.
And we'll go by the artist place on the left. God, I wish he would ring that bell and tell me what it was. He was a nice old guy too. He was so welcoming. Somebody couldn't see his studio. I don't know who to ask. I'm the last living generation. I got nobody to ask anymore. You don't Google something like this. They don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right. Well, you know, we could probably figure it out if we get on the internet.
Maybe, yeah. Who was the old artist, semi-famous artist, Tamworth, New Hampshire. Although this might be Sandwich, come to think of it. I think we might be in Sandwich, I'm not sure. Durgan Bridge, you can Google that. But what was the name of the artist that had a studio? He had his own studio. And about Durgan Bridge, and there it is. This way, if you want to take a left, go ahead down. You've been down this way. I tell you what, you know why they built these, right? The story behind the covered bridge?
Tell me.
Well, I'm not thinking about it. A lot of farms around here. A lot of farms have cattle. Cattle eat hay. You just load it up, a big load of hay, and you see the rain coming. So you go to the nearest covered bridge and get in under it until the rain goes.
Ah,
That was the reason for having covered bridges.
really?
Yep. Yeah, and
Wow.
then the hay would be saved. You load a hay with water, and it's just about ruined. Well, yeah,
It's ruined if it gets wet.
It would ruin the goodness in the hay for the cow.
Right,
It would
yeah.
take forever to dry out.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's why baled hay was popular, because it doesn't work that with baled hay. You can rain on baled hay, and unless it goes on forever, and it doesn't do any harm. But you take loose hay. Like I used to make loads. My father would pass the hay up to me with his pitchfork, and I'd make it. What you do, say this is the bed of your truck. I'd put a forkful here and a forkful there, and so forth. All right. Then you'd work down the middle, and you'd bind it in each time, and then you start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bind it in with hay, and you'll have a hay that won't slide off on the ground.
Oh,
It binds itself in that way.
really?
Yeah. I did. Oh my God, how much I did it. When I was a kid, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, he and my father every summer. Up at all the Cleveland fields we did. But we didn't, we had a truck. I know one time I was up the Finley place by Cleveland Hill, and you could tell the storm was coming. You could hear the thunder and we had a load on. It didn't last very long, so the hay wasn't rolling. That's not the point. Dad got in the truck, because you're safe in the truck because you got 4 rubber wheels under you.
Right.
What I did, I wanted to watch it. I wanted to get, so I rolled underneath the truck, and one struck, lightning bolt struck probably from here down that road down there. Crack! I up underneath that goddamn truck, and I was in that cab within 3 seconds. My father said, "I never seen you move so fast."
Yeah, yeah.
I'll never forget it. Scat up press out of me.
Huh.
Whammo! I'd fly fishing once, I think I told you, right down the back where I lived on Gray Hill Road. And Grandfather Harold said, "Johnny, I'm telling you, if you hear thunder, get the hell out of that river. You're fishing, don't stay in it." Well, I was catching them. And I hear thunder in the west rolling. All of a sudden, a ball of fire came down. It was probably as close as the river is right there. So 100, 150 feet away. And it was like a ball of fire. And it came down, it struck the water went like that. It was just one big bang. There's no,
Whoa.
I'll tell you what, there's a steep bank up to my place. I don't think it took me 5 seconds to get up over that damn bank.
Yeah, yeah.
Head for home. After that, I remember Grandpa telling me, "You hear the thunder, get the hell out of the water." That could have hit me just well now. It would have fried me on the spot. But that was a ball of fire came down. And I've never seen the water go like that.
Right.
I said, "Get the hell out of here."
Yeah, if that would have hit you, it
I
would have been the end of you.
14, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, which way should I go?
I'd go that way, yeah. God, I haven't been back this way in a long this road. This still goes right back to the Cleveland Hill Road.
Is this the one that goes past Amy and the farm? Amy and
You're ringing a bell, but I can't.
the dairy people, the people with the dairy cows. Remember we went by recently, and it's
The dairy?
yeah, they have dairy cows.
Amy
from the library
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's up by Spalding's.
and Bob.
Yeah, that is on the other side. Let's
Okay.
see. Yeah, this will go right down over Cleveland Hill. Yeah, the dairy farm's up here.
No, in our Brown Hill Road.
Brown Hill Road, that's right. They were good. This is, what the hell is this one called? Stevenson Hill Road, yeah. It was called Stevenson Hill. It was always Stevenson Hill until Cleveland moved here. They call it Cleveland Hill Road because of the president, blah, blah, blah. This guy here, I knew him well. I knew his son used to hunt with my father. He bought this damn house. He bought it, and then it was old. So he sheetrocked every room in it.
Mm-hmm.
Sheetrock, all up beautiful, ready to wallpaper. But he decides he wants to jack it up. He put jacks on it, jacked it up, and broke every goddamn piece.
Oh no! Really?
Every piece of sheetrock in the place. They tear it all down, start all over.
Oh, he jacked it up. What to put that foundation under it?
Jacked it up,
yeah.
yeah. For whatever reason. Remember my friend Ruthie told me, she was like, "That's goddamn fool." He's laughing, he's on the bed. He jacks up the house after sheetrock. What do you think was going to happen? He didn't think. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah. He used to work for he worked for the state in the office, and the calls to come in. You're supposed to use the call letters. There's a set of call letters you use in the state police. He would he used his own damn letters. He didn't last long in the job. The state J for John, L for loser, whatever. It come into his head.
Yeah,
He wasn't using the code at all. Ruthie said they get rid of that asshole. Oh, here's one I'd like to get down. I haven't been down since I was a kid. It's dead end, the Curry Lane. And a good friend of mine, I got pictures of him with all his keys over his shoulder. I used to come up here, and this is a real farm. And his mother was inviting me up to supper a lot. Oh my God, the cook! She was a real farmer's wife. Oh man. Yeah, Steve Courier and Mr. and Mrs. Courier. Oh boy, could she cook. Everything was real butter and whole milk. Now that's new. I've never seen any of that. That's all new since I've been in here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, they got my black snout up there. No, that's not black snout. Yeah, anyway, down here.
Yeah, looks like they
got
left a bunch of trees down there.
I'll be damned. See, I haven't been down here for 40 years. My house in the barn is still the same. Yeah, this is the old pump. Well, they just redid the barn. It's the same setup as it always was.
They redid that barn over there.
Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. There's another place down this dead end. I don't know. I got a picture of Steve with his long skis, just walking on that porch right there in my album. And his father had a couple of milking cows out there. This is when I was 16, 17, 18, and 19. So it's a while. It's been a while. Oh, that's new. And that's original. I would turn around right here. Yeah. That's the end of the road.
So this was a working farm here?
Well, yes and no. He was a contractor. He was a carpenter. The old man, I call him the old man, his father. So it wasn't really a working farm. He kept a couple cows, and he hayed the fields. And I don't know if they had anything else, pigs or anything. I think just cows. So she made butter. So everything had real butter. Cows were whole milk, unpasteurized. Oh man, the meal she could cook.
You know, you look at a place like that and the people living there, you know,
Yeah.
if we were to stop in and talk to them and you tell the stories about what it was like in that, they probably never heard those stories.
No, they're right. Didn't know who the people were, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, I got lots of stories about Steve Courier.
That was the guy, Steve Courier?
Courier
that lived
was
there?
my friend, yeah. He's about a year younger than I, but I was going with twins. I was going with a twin. He was going with the other twin for a while. Sable twins. Anyway, and he played on the ball team with me. We went skiing together a lot.
What's going on in there? Oh, this is that place that...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just see, yeah. That's no. I got a view with some of the awesome piece.
I just want to go look at that house again.
Where my friend lived?
Yeah. So this was Steve Courier. I wonder if they're related to the Couriers in Holderness, because we got a lot of Couriers in Holderness.
I would have any idea. I don't know. There's Couriers in Tamworth, but they weren't related, Joe. I know. Florence Courier, Bowley Courier. I guess it's an old English. If it isn't French, I don't know. It might even be French. Country name. The old man.
It's a pretty porch. What's that?
The old man. He had his girlfriend lived up 3 miles of weed. I mean, he was doing it. but I'd invite her down for supper. And I was like friends of the family, but he'd mess around with my mother. I don't think she cares. Maybe saving her. But I know one time Martha Weed was petrified of birds. And Steve had a parakeet. And when she ever came for supper, he'd let the damn parakeet fly around. And then she'd get to streaking and all and pulling out her hair. And, oh man, yeah.
How you doing? I got the town historian here.
How can I help?
We're just here to chat and say hi. This is John Hidden.
I used to be good friends with Steve Courier. We grew up together more or less. The Couriers owned this back in the 50s.
He came over and visited us just after we bought the place.
Is that right?
Steve?
And he told us some stories about the fire that they had up
Yes,
there.
yes. You can still smell it. You can still smell it. When I remember going up in Steve's bedroom, and if you opened up the door, you could still smell the smoke on the eaves, the
I went
burning.
up into the attic as a new owner is apt to do, to take a look around up there, and we insulated up there, and I could see all the burned timbers, and I said, wow, they had a.
They just got lucky. That's
They
all
got
they
lucky. He said they got water out of the brook over here. That
But, you mean fire trucks?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It didn't do a lot of damage. It did some.
Would you like to come in, meet my wife?
That'd be fantastic. How about it, John?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful, sir. I'm John.
Hi, John.
Yeah, and I'm John.
I'm Scott, and you're
John Hidden.
You're John
Hidden.
and John Hidden.
Yeah, I know them well.
I've stood on top of your rock.
Oh, my rock. He was my great grandfather.
Yeah,
And Steve's father used to have 2 cows in there and milk them every day.
yeah.
And
We had
let's go in and take a look.
we rebuilt that place.
I can picture how it was. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Well, I'll pull in there,
We'll
John.
pull- I'll pull
yeah,
right
I'll get
here,
out of the
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's interesting. You just said, yeah.
Yeah. I'll roll the
Well, let's
windows
take a
up.
look. Yeah, let's do that. You don't know what might be coming. That's black snout right there. That's my hunting territory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, let me pull up a little bit here.
All right. All right.
Okay, great.
He used to play for dances. This is hysterical.
It's called Moto Perpetual. I played that at my 8th grade graduation a long time ago. That's the first time I tried to play it since 1954. It was all triple. Yeah. Just a little bit. Are these lined up right? It's all tuned?
Yeah, they're like, this is.
Well, I can't do it anymore.
You're doing
You're
great.
doing awesome, John. This is fabulous.
My fingers won't work like they used to.
Oh, John.
Wow. Oh, darn it. It's a march. It's a march.
Do you remember the
My
name of
father played, yeah, but I can't think of it naturally.
it? Of course.
Oh.
You know, we
And then-
play every week in Sandwich. Why don't you come play with us?
Oh, boy.
Why don't you come play with
Yeah.
us? Do you still have your fiddle?
No, I got stomped on one in the back of my van years ago. I used to borrow fiddle to play for dances over at the, it used to be Sappins in the Field. That's the last time I
I
played.
know exactly where
The
that
last
is.
time I played for dance was 1966, so
Where the
that's my
preserve-
grandmother died.
Where the preserve is now? That's
Yeah,
that was
preserve.
different. Yeah.
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 And I played over there.
Yeah.
I used to have
So-
to I borrowed a violin.
So
could
we
borrow a
have a
violin and
music
bring him around.
we have a music jam that we play every Wednesday in Sandwich.
Is that a sandwich?
Yeah, right at the town hall, and we
Yeah.
play traditional music. fiddle, guitars. We'd love to have another guitar. You play guitar?
No, I don't play at all. I admire.
I'm not buying
Is that
something.
like an Irish tune you were doing there? What you were playing? Is that like a traditional
Yeah,
Irish?
I was playing it poorly.
That was
But
wonderful.
I'm used to having my shoulder rest on. So.
Too long, way too long. Clock, I guess they got an hour and a half. I guess they just session for practice session, maybe.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
think
do
I
that
would-
if it starts at
I don't
6:30.
think-
You'll
yeah,
still be awake,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'll be good.
Was he saying he had some neighbors he wasn't happy with that moved out? Is that what he said?
Well, I was trying to tell Steve, my friend,
Uh-huh.
he kind of loud now sometimes. And he was always yelling about they did this, they did the names of the people down there, and I just can't remember what it was. That was 60 years ago, 70 years ago, 60 years ago. And I don't remember. He said it wouldn't be, but he knew anyway. But no big thing.
What nice people.
Yeah, they
fantastic.
are. Really
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, man.
Well, that dog minds her. He wanted to bark,
Oh.
but he looked at me in his paws, and she pointed at him, and he put his eyes down.
Yeah.
I don't think she's mean to him, but he knows who the boss is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man, fantastic people, and they're really doing great work with that farm.
Oh,
fixing it
yeah,
up.
he's doing that. He's my age, a year younger than I am, for Christ's sake.
Oh, look at him. He's just going.
Jesus.
Man. Are you hungry? There's another sandwich back there
no,
for you.
I'm not. No, I'm going to get home, have a cold beer.
Which way from here?
Right up here, take a right.
Okay.
Yeah. Curry Lane, yes, sir.
That was fantastic.
Yes, that was very, very, I don't know, besides saying interesting, it was like enlightening to see somebody that played for square dances and played the violin, or the fiddle we call it, but for square dances.
And to see the place that you knew as a kid, right? I mean, to go into the house.
Yeah. Like, as you walk through the first door, that's where the kitchen was. It looks like they made it a little bit smaller, but who knows? And that's where we sit and have supper. And she always had a fantastic spread, Mrs. Curry. God. Yeah, his father's name was Louis Curry. He was a contractor.
Christine must have been fascinated talking to you and hearing the stories about the past. This way?
Yeah. What would you say, Christine?
That gal, Christine, that we just met.
Oh, is it Christine?
Christine, yeah. Christine and Scott. Yeah.
Oh, but I gotta remember that. I don't know what I thought. Christine, yeah. And his name is Scott.
Yeah.
As in Scottish.
Yes.
Scotsman. Scott. Okay. Yes. Yeah, oh yeah. But she probably understands. Although she probably never did stop playing. But you stop playing for 40, almost 50 years. And you think you can pick it up again. It's just... I did do a job on it. Here's a good story. While I was living down in Connecticut. Married in Connecticut. Yeah. And I was doing a job with my boss, just him and me. And while I was waiting for the concrete truck to show up, to pour the concrete, we had to do a pour underneath his house. This kids are coming with their instruments. I see him with one would have a trumpet case, another would come through with a violin case, and I hear a piano going, a little bit of a house down below where they live, 100 feet maybe. I said, somebody down there's a music teacher. And so I asked her. He said, yes, I teach all kinds of instruments. I said, I was raised by a music teacher. And she taught me how to play the violin, I play the trumpet, and so forth. And okay. So when I got back down to my boss's place, Richard Yale, he said, John, you drop off a bill. He said, maybe they'll give you a check that's going right back to where I lived. Okay, sure. So I stopped and I knocked him, come on, I'll run the check out for you right now. He said, sit down. Well, the girl saw me come. If I'd been there about 5 minutes just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, she comes in, she got a violin in her hand and a box. And she got like a shit-eating grin on her face. And I knew she was testing me. So she said, yes, I said, is it tuned? said, well, yes, I just tuned it by the piano. I said, well, because it was like I know how to tune it by the fingers.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of surprised me, didn't say anything, so I started playing. I tried to play that faster. I didn't say moto perpetual, but I did. I played it. I played a couple more tunes. And she said, you really did play, didn't you? And I said, well, I used to play, I said. I used to play.
What is this place, John?
That is the old Finley place.
Finley.
Finley's, yeah. Finley's. And because Cleveland's right down there. Branches, Cleveland. Private
These
property.
people have an amazing view.
I mowed all these fields. I worked here so much.
Really?
Yeah. Look at this view.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And we mowed, my father and I mowed up, took all the hay off these fields for our cattle.
Look at that.
Chicago all the way around.
Wow.
Yeah, Kaiser, the last one's owned the Kaiser. I know they still call it, always have called it the Finley place.
That is amazing. Wow.
Beautiful view.
So who was the Finleys?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember who the Finleys were. Whether they had anything to do with the Clevelands or not, I don't remember. I'm sure one time I knew. And they got the lions. You see the lions when they came through?
Oh, at the gate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lions up there. Oh yeah, there we go. Not lions, eagles. Why am I saying lions for Pete's sake? Yeah, this is Francis Cleveland's summer home. Up there was that's a summer home. This is a winter home. It's not up there. That was the other Cleveland home up there.
Really?
Yeah, but Grover, when he lived here, he
That
lived
was
in
the
the
big
big house
one.
down there, yeah. And on 65, they paid to have this house moved because they wanted to put a new foundation under it. And they moved it on blocks way the hell out the field and it sat. And then Ray Plummer and I came up there. They poured a foundation, but we needed to have, they wanted a brick front. So I was his tender. Yeah, I've done a lot of work up here.
So that was Francis Cleveland's summer house?
That was Francis Alice Cleveland's summer place.
Mm-hmm.
But down here, they moved down here in the winter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that winter house was for sale. I could have bought that for $700,000. That whole giant mansion down there.
Where?
Some doctor bought it
down
from
there?
Boston. Yeah, the big
Yeah,
one.
this was their winter home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, that was the Grover Cleveland's home.
It's gigantic. It goes on forever. I walked through the whole thing.
700,000. Wow, that's got some history to it too. I wonder what the condition is. That's a big place. Well, I don't know if Catherine could have a school way the hell up here.
I know. I mean, it goes on and on forever.
Yeah, I've been all through it, every damn inch of it. Somebody took me in there that worked in the winter and nobody was there. And they had every piece of furniture covered with whatever.
Yeah. I went through there with Hank Letarte and it was amazing in there.
I tell you about my grandfather in Grover, Cleveland, fishing down here. I tell you that story.
I don't remember. How did that
Grover
go?
he loved fishing any kind. My grandfather was around 10 years old and he was fishing this Millbrook. And Grover was out of worms. So he went up and he said, young man, he said, could you spare an old man a few worms? He said, sure. So he gave him them. He went home and told the father, my Papa Sam, who happened to be a friend of Grover's because he was a hardcore or whatever. And they knew each other well. So my grandfather said, my Papa Sam said to my grandfather, he said, do you know who you gave worms to? He said, I don't know. the President of the United States. Grandpa loved to tell that story. He had no idea who the old guy was.
Mahoney's?
Yep.
Right there on the right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old place. Joe and his wife
What
had
about
a
this?
Mahoney.
What's this yellow place? That used to be a school.
Yeah. This is, I can't think of her name now. In England.
Yeah. Their daughter, their
Yeah.
granddaughter,
Yeah.
goes to Catherine's school.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Esther.
Esther.
Her
Yeah,
grandmother, she's named for her great-grandmother, is over in England.
yeah. Oh, okay.
And she used to come over when she was a little girl. And I had a baby lamb. I had a lamb. I was raised in 1952. And Margaret Steele would be the other grandmother. She came over here to stay a couple of weeks in the United States with her other grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And she teased her grandmother to bring her down to see I want to see Johnny's lamb. I want to see Johnny's lamb. But she's probably 5 years old then. Every single day she had to come down and watch me feed the lamb. That was Esther. And that's one little girl's name for. They live up in what used to be my cousin Donnie's place, and Elizabeth Sutherland place. Elizabeth
yeah?
Hidden Sutherland. Yeah. I'm getting laryngitis now. Got the car coming? Oh no.
I just let him go. This guy is called Tamworth Lumber. You know this
Yeah,
fella?
yeah.
Yeah.
That is Jim Alt.
Oh, yeah.
I know his father used to work for his father a lot. And one time his father, I helped plant him about 3,000 Christmas trees right here on
Wow.
Rathville. Oh, but that was way back. I was a kid. I don't know whatever happened to him. I guess he just gave up. But he's dead anyway, the old man. And now Jim is his son. And Elsa, a real pretty girl that runs the place.
Yeah.
She rents a room down there somewhere.
Ah, okay.
Someplace he owns, yeah. She's looking for, she wants to buy a house. She wants to buy a piece of property. She got money behind her. I mean, she's buddy with Catherine's daughters, Catherine's nieces. And she wants to build a house. I said, well, I really don't know. There's ways of finding out. We want on the internet and find out if you want to buy some. There's an awful lot to buy land around here now, I understand.
Now, this place here,
That's Aspinall's.
that used to be Scott Aspinall's.
Yes.
Not anymore.
No, he sold out most of it. His father lived there the last one. Before it was Henderson. Henderson had the farm when I was a kid.
And Scott's father bought the place. Scott rather had the place, and I think what happened was there was a guy named Norm who lives up the block here, and he bought the place off Scott, and he said, don't worry, sell it to me, but I'll let you live there the rest of your life. And then he kicked him off.
Kick Scott off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, this here?
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. Norm. I don't know what you mean.
Cloutier, Norm Cloutier, he lives up here at the end of the block.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of him. I don't know him.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, they got a pond down there. I'll be damned, they put a pond in. I'm tired.
Yeah, need to lay down?
Yeah, I'm gonna go when I get back, yeah. Lay down for a bit. Anyway, she said she'll call me next Tuesday night, afternoon, to remind me that she'll come pick me up around 6:30 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've been in it since I played that orchestra. My grandmother played the piano. I played the trumpet or violin. Steve played the guitar. Some others, by the way, knew played the sax. Had our own little band for 1 year. And I went in the army, and that was the end of that. Willa.
That's Willa?
Her parents lived there. I asked her, she sees me, couldn't give me a big hug. She's nice lady. She and I have been both teaching Moltenboro. So I said, where the hell is Willa? That's the way we talked. And she said, she's in New York now. I said, what the hell is she doing in New York? He said, she's dancing. I said, dancing? And he's like, yeah, she's having a good time.
Wow.
Those two girls, get this, both of them got full scholarships as they get out of Exeter Academy. They can go to Canada. Exeter Academy is down, whatever. And Willa got a full scholarship at Harvard when she graduated. And Molly got a full scholarship at Vassar. Harvard is $72,000 a year. Vassar is $78,000 a year. Molly, she's a twin, Molly is now teaching English in Madrid. She doesn't want to come home. She loves it in Spain. Yeah. Well, she doesn't know what she wants to do. I said, what are you going to do? I said, what did you major in? History. I said, well, what are you going to do with that? I don't know. She likes to do that. But she's a brilliant girl. But she's a kind of a playgirl, too.
Remick Farm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been operational forever.
I gotta remember
like
take
that,
those,
right?
when we go out of my place, I gotta take those 3 plants out of the back of your car. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I do have a jacket back here, don't I? Yeah. I think, yeah. Oh, no, this is really bad. Today's been a special experience. We've had lots of them.
Yeah.
But this one really panned out.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.